Have you ever wondered where your manifestation is when it's not coming in? This is a common problem. I got you. Hello. Hey, I'm Sherry Hemstreet of thesherryhemstreet.com. And today I want to talk about what happens when your manifestation isn't showing up. Now, I've helped over 3,400 people to manifest their desires into reality, create the life of their dreams through manifesting and mindset, and literally change their lives and their legacy. So, with that being said, let's dive into this question from Monica, and I'm going to read it right now. Monica writes, if you don't get your manifestation, is it a redirection or something you aren't doing or out of alignment? So it can be any one of those things. A redirection, I'm not really sure about that because that would mean that you would get something that you didn't even want to manifest, I guess. I don't understand. I'm not really sure what you mean by that because to my understanding with the clients that I've worked with, which it's been a lot. So when they feel like there's been a redirection, they call that like a course correction, and they still end up getting something better than what they wanted to manifest. So they still feel like they got their manifestation. For instance, I had a client that wanted a 10K month, and she literally in 90 days had a 10K month, a 10K week, and a 10K day. So she got everything that she ever wanted because those were obviously going to be her later manifestations as well. So she got all of those within 90 days, but it wasn't a redirection. I'm trying to think of what you could mean by a redirection. So here's something. I did a hot seat coaching on a girl that wanted to travel, and she had chosen here, but the universe had made it work out. So she took a vacation here. So that would be a redirection, but she still manifested what she wanted. She just wasn't getting the place that it was going to happen, and that could have been through either her intuition or that was misalignment, right? Like very clearly, let's say that she had chosen Disneyland instead of Disney World. That's just a misalignment, but she still ended up with what she wanted. So depending on what you're manifesting, it could look like that. You could get a redirection, which I just consider to be a course correction when you're manifesting, right? And then you go on to mention, or something you aren't doing or out of alignment. And these two are very, very important topics. So manifestation is going to be the evolution of who you are to meet the life of your dreams, to move into that space of being, that identity, that persona who has everything, right? Like you are currently the persona of the culmination of all of your thoughts, ways of being, and identity to this point in life. But when you have a manifestation, the manifestation is in the future. What you want to manifest is a different reality to what you have now, a different version, and a different being, a different identity. So absolutely within that, there are going to be things that you aren't doing or being. I can't say what it's going to be on either way. It's going to be different for everyone, and depending on the manifesting method you're using is whether or not it's going to work. So for instance, in personal manifesting formula, I teach people that the way of being comes before the way of doing, and they work together in tandem. But to be out of alignment, you simply aren't going to get it. And I would say that there's never anything that is truly out of alignment, because you dig deeper and deeper into alignment. You may start out of alignment. In fact, everyone does, or else they would have what they wanted. So as you move into alignment, you are removing the obstacles, removing the resistance, and coming closer and closer into the reality of what you want. So being out of alignment is part of the process, but all roads lead to Rome. All roads are going to lead to you getting the manifestation of what you want, whether it's a redirection, you're still getting the manifestation, or if it's something you aren't doing, you still have to become the person with that identity who would do those things, which still leads to the manifestation. And if you're out of alignment, then you are probably still working on removing the misalignments and digging deeper into alignment, so all roads lead to the manifestation. Now, the manifestation journey, as I see it, I'm going to talk about this for a minute. The manifestation journey, as I see it, is, and the way you've described it, is absolutely accurate. you have a manifestation that you want in your future, something you want to be, do, have, become, experience, and create a reality around. Now, on the way, there are going to be things that come up, and people call these things blocks, misalignment, they call them obstacles, self-sabotage, all kinds of things. It doesn't really matter what you call them, because the entire process from start to finish is about allowing the things that aren't in alignment to shed away and moving more into alignment, into that reality. And that's going to happen through a myriad of different ways, and that's going to depend on your current circumstances, the circumstances you want to go to, and who you're being through all of this. So it's kind of like a triangle, a trifecta, I call it, right? And you have this triangle of where you are, but where you want to be, and the things that you need to do and be and have to get there. And those are all going to happen through getting deeper and deeper into alignment, allowing the redirection, surrendering to that, like don't fight and be in resistance to things. And then you're going to have to do the thing that needs to be done. There's always something for us to do. Now, it doesn't mean we have to do every step of the way. There is space where things fall into place and flow happens, and everything just gets to be easier. But also there are places where we have to show up and do the work. So, unlike The Secret, you're not going to sit around, and I think everyone knows this by now, but you're not going to sit around with your feet up on the sofa, popping bonbons and watching Netflix all day. It's just not how it's going to work, because you're not maintaining the identity, and you're not putting any energy or effort or mindset or any of the practices that you could be into manifesting. So there is an actual practical, tangible space of you are living a physical reality. You are going to have to do something to manifest in that space, and that is going to be physical. It's going to be doing. There is a doing to the part of the being and doing and having reality. So I hope that answers your question. I can't wait to hear what you think. Drop me some comments below. Thanks.